Is your fine diamond jeweler since 1949, specializing in hand selecting the highest quality diamonds for all of life's precious moments. Let the friendly staff help you select the perfect diamond. Pandora Charm, Alex and Ani Bangor. Citizen Watch, our official Hershey Beers Radio Network timekeeper. If you couldn't tell, it's time for Troy Mann's post-game presser.
Week on the goaltending front for you guys. So what did it mean for Copley to step up like he did in this situation?
Well, I think if you look at his overall performance since day one, I mean, his numbers are pretty good. I mean, like any goaltender, he's had a couple off nights where he's fought the puck, but overall, he's been really good and certainly the biggest surprise of the season for us, dating back to the summer. So he was really focused in practice there yesterday, and we needed that kind of performance from him because goaltending has been certainly a strength for us this year, and the way Zatkoff has played this year, his numbers are excellent as well. So he was going to have to go toe-to-toe with him tonight, and he did, and hats off to him.
Certainly not a game for the offensive highlight reels, but is this a type of game that, as a coach, you really appreciate for just the way both teams kind of stay within their structure and just grind away and grind away and grind away?
Well, we talked about it this morning as a coaching staff. The other night, the New Year's Eve afternoon game, we played the Tuesday, and it was the same type of game. It's just not a lot of scoring chances on either side, and if you look at the stats that coaches keep track of, goals for, goals against, shots for, shots against, we're almost identical. We're all, we give up under 26 and change. They're right there. The goals against, they're first, we're third. So that's just the type of game it's going to play, and certainly our special teams is near the top, and it's just one of those things where we just got to keep grinding it out. And our special teams tonight, PK was great, and power play, they just a little bit off again. But if you look at their combination, I mean, we're 106.5. We're second in the league next to Adirondack in PPK percentage together. So a lot of good things, and we'll take the 2-1 type of game because it's playoff style hockey, and we just need to win more of those kind. That's all.
Not only was that a 4-point swing in the standings, but mentally it kind of got you out of a bunch of overtime losses as well.
We worked on the 4-on-4 earlier in the week because we just didn't like some of the chances we were giving up. We had puck possession a lot against some teams, and then all of a sudden, we give out that odd man rush, and they'd get the break and get the goal. And we've seen that against Bingo, we've seen that against Springfield, and also against Wilkes-Barre up there. So I thought that was by far our best overtime performance of the year in terms of having puck possession a lot, but when we didn't have the puck, we played well defensively and shut it down through the middle of the ice, and consequently, I don't think they got one look in the 7 minutes there.
You've been through a lot with Berge going back to the coast. What did it mean for you to see him get that first AHL role?
Yeah, it's great for him. He's been getting better and working with Helms, and good, bad, and the ugly. He was certainly an honorable mention tonight. I thought it was a real strong game from him, and he just keeps getting better, and it's nice to see because he's a kid that kind of got lost in the West Coast there, and I think one thing about Hershey, we've given a number of defensemen over time opportunities on the coast, whether it's Julian Briette and Patrick Weller, and you can go name a few others, Tyler Sloan, and I just think Bergdorfer's another example of kind of a hidden gem type of player that's going to keep getting better.
How did that early Byers hit set the tone for you guys?
Well, we talked about it before the game. We wanted to set the pace, and it was one of the best hits I've seen for sure, and against their best defenseman. And Dumoulin and Chorney's numbers are very good right now, and they play 25 minutes a night. So with them playing last night, we wanted to make sure that we played as physical as we could on that pair, as best we could. And I thought we did a good job of doing that. And I thought we had a number of sustained ozone play from start to finish. The 5-on-3 kill certainly took some of that away, but overall, I did like how we grinded it out offensively in their zone.
Coach, big surge start of that third period, didn't get the goal. But what did you see that was behind a good 10 minutes of solid possession success?
And I think that goes, with them playing last night and us being rested. That was one of the focuses, is if we could continue to roll four lines and play in their zone and wear them out defensively, that we'd get a couple breaks. And I thought a couple, some of our lines had some decent looks there. And Zatkoff's numbers is one of the best in the league, so it's not you're going to have a hard time getting two past him. And thankfully we got the one in the shootout.
What did Kennedy get the gate for?
That last shift there, he thought that he thought a scoring chance was taken away from him. Maybe it should have been a penalty. So, in the heat of the moment, he said something to the ref, and he gave him a 10. But he wasn't going to be one of our top 5 shooters, so I wasn't overly concerned. And that's no disrespect to him, but he would have been down the line a little bit anyway. So, but a little bit of frustration there with the scoring chance taken away from him in his mind.
Give us Gruby's status and the earliest you think he might be able to be back here.
Well, the injury is not as serious as it might have looked coming off the ice, and that's good news. He's day to day, had his MRI, and everything looks good. So we'll just see where it goes. And we're hopeful that maybe by the end of next weekend, maybe play that Sunday game against Norfolk. We'll just have to see. But it's certainly a day to day and not a week to week type of injury. So he's doing the things that he's been told to do from the doctors, and we'll see by midweek here, once we get into that Wednesday, Thursday area, if he can get back on the ice. If he doesn't, then it's going to have to go to the following week. But we're hopeful he might be on the ice by the end of the week.
Broda day to day?
Yeah, Broda got hurt, I think it's first shift of the third period on New Year's Eve, and just an upper body injury, and he's day to day as well.
And have you gotten any advisement from the Caps on this possibility of Peters coming here for some kind of work?
Well, the only thing I know is what I read in the paper today. It's been a few days since I've spoken to the coaching staff, or to Trotsky in particular, just with Christmas and the holiday break, and then his focus on the Winter Classic. It just wasn't. I didn't think the timing was right for me to touch base with him. So we exchanged messages today, and I'm sure Doug maybe will get some direction as well. But from our perspective, nothing's been told to us. It's just from what we read in the paper today. Johnny Walton got a question for me? No, he's got nothing. Okay, thanks. See you in the weekend.